So we've come to the end of this code to play with. I hope you're actually not looking at the same exact code now. I hope you're looking at like a much weirder code. You might have broken the code. That's fine. Just go ahead and start fresh and start playing again and just play with these values. But now let's say you want to save this out as an actual application that you can run on Windows or Mac or something else, and you can share it with your friends, and your friends can be like, dude, you're the best, sickest, most awesome, interactive coding of the creative variety artist in the world, and I want to be with you. And you're like, you want to be with me? And they're like, I want to be with you. And the two of you get married, and you say your vows, and you thank me in your vows because of this video, and I'm in the back, and I kind of have one tear going down my eye. Okay, let me stop. Let's just show how to make an app out of this. So what's nice about processing is you can actually export your code as an application. So I'm going to go to File, Export Application. Save changes before export. I'll say OK. So now you can export to Windows or Linux if you're on a Windows machine. You can do both of them at the same time. Now I cannot do a Mac because you can only do that if you're on a Macintosh. Now here we have this thing that says full screen presentation mode. That will make it take up the entirety of your screen, which is cool. So I'm going to click on that. And I'm going to actually show stop button because I want them to be able to stop and quit the program easily. The last thing you want to worry about is this, embed Java for Windows. Because processing uses the Java coding language, which is actually what we're learning here, some systems don't have that installed. And you might want to check that and say yes. If you don't have it checked, they need to have Java installed on their machine. If you have it checked, they don't, but it does make it a bigger file. I don't care about that. It's not that big. I'm going to make sure it's embed Java for Windows. I'm going to hit export. When I do that, give it a minute and it will export, and boom! It exported the Linux and the Windows versions. And if we look in our original drawing with code folder and go in there, that's where these are all located. We have our actual processing sketch, and here, let's go ahead to this application Windows 64. We have an app. Now you need to run the app with these files here because it's referencing them. So when I double click it though, uh-oh, SpaghettiOs, it's taking up my whole screen, and oh, smokestacks, there it is. Oh, there's my program. I got a little stop button down here. I can hit stop, or I can just go, oh, I'm going to play with it again because it's the best. It's super the best. I am an artist and I love it. So that is how you make an app out of a processing sketch. Let me hit escape. Escape will also get out of there. And now I have a creative coding app that I made and I played with, and it was fun. So like I said, some people say that the best way to learn coding is to just start coding. I kind of agree, but I think the best way to get introduced to coding is to mess with settings of a code that's already out there. So I say start by looking at the numbers. We went over a lot of stuff, but go ahead and play with numbers. See what happens when you change numbers drastically, or when you change them barely at all. See what happens when you change a mouseX minus mouseY to something else. Play with the code, mess it up, you're not hurting anybody, and you can always just copy and paste in the original code from the link and you'll be fine. Alright, thanks everybody. I hope this is enough to get you started. There's one more video and it's me just explaining where to find out more learning information.